Hello, this is Wampire, and for today just wanted to do a simple discussion video. The topic is tactical items that you would like to see. Okay, my first choice would be a multi-tool. I would like to see a tactical multi-tool. Now, there already actually might be a tactical multi-tool, but the way they define it is usually something like, now it's going to have things for your firearm. And that's not what I'm talking about here. Most of the time, they might add some wilderness survival capabilities in there as well. And once again, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like self-defense capabilities here. So let's say on a normal multi-tool, you're going to have things like a wood saw, a can opener, plus and minus screwdriver, and a utility blade, things of that nature, okay, for general purposes, for fixing things, for taking things apart, all right? Now, for the tactical self-defense one that I'm talking about is, it's going to have stuff like a Kubotan / glass breaker. Why not have an emergency whistle in there for calling for help? The blade shape, instead of a general utility type blade, let's make it a tanto, so it's a little bit more overkill in that sense. Why wouldn't it have a karambit type hook blade? And also another feature that comes out is let's say the ring hole, so it converts into a karambit. Why not? Alright, the second item that I would like to see made into a tactical self-defense type tool would be your wristwatch. Okay, so if this was going to be made into something for that kind of purpose, how would we change it? How would we design it? The first thing I think is, okay, so I like, it should have this time-telling capability, of course, that's why it's a wristwatch, and I wouldn't take that away. I would leave that the way it is, but I would add a lid on top of it, okay, just like, because if we are talking about self-defense situations, this is going to be put in heavy-duty situations, so we don't want this to be all scratched up, so it should have a nice top on there, which you can have a really cool emblem on there as well, so like a metal top that goes on there. That's number one, to protect the face of the watch. And by doing that, now that whole area is metal, alright? And I would actually use this entire part for self-defense purposes, like maybe right here and right here there could, and even up here, the whole face area on the sides can actually maybe have some type of impact bezel or crenulations on here, so you could actually use it to strike this way. So this, imagine the top of a tactical flashlight, all right here, the circle top where it's crenulated, the impact crown, so you can have that kind of feature right there, so you could actually strike that way. And if a blade were, they're swinging the blade to attack your arm, you could use it to catch or protect your wrist at the very least. I think that would be very, very cool. See this part right here? This watch has a little protection area right there, for the, what do you call that, little adjuster. If we have it on, let me put this watch on real quick. So if I have it on right here, and I'm in a self-defense close quarters situation right here, maybe I could use this to, if it's not this loose, I could use this to scrape against my opponent. So this area could be protruded a little bit more, and it might even be a little bit like some really heavy-duty jimping going on would be nice, even on this area right here. So I could use that to scrape a little bit. I think that would be very good. Another thing is, this has a metal band area, should I say, for the wrist. The idea that I would have is, maybe this is fine, but I would also like it to be a nice thick leather wristband. Back in the old days, a lot of street punks and stuff would wear a leather band here, and it actually makes sense, because if you are facing someone that has a knife and stuff, it can help protect your wrist right there. You can protect your arm. So I think that would be very nice to have like a very thick leather wristband right here, and then have the face on top of that. And the actual, because it's leather, maybe you could actually use that to strap your blade and stuff. And also, if it had some spikes on it, maybe spikes is too much for today's standards, but if it just had some design buttons that were very aggressive, that could also be used to make it stronger.